this angle and the lighting and just this, it all looks like, you know, the Taliban has been held hostage somewhere in Afghanistan or something, but I like the vibe, so we're gonna go with it. Accountability. I sound like an old person talking about accountability. Like, who makes a video about accountability? Like, you want to make videos about stuff like haters and dating and stuff. Like, you sound like just the video's about accountability. So last week, this video went viral about this girl who sprayed Gorilla Glue in her head. Sorry, I kind of misspoke. Last week, this 40-year-old grown woman sprayed Gorilla Glue in her head and got it stuck in there and was asking for help. But luckily, thanks to science, she got the Gorilla Glue out of her head and she's fine now. However, there was a group of people online saying that she should sue Gorilla Glue for getting the glue stuck in her head. And the weird part about it was she said she was going to sue. Then she went back and said, I never said I was going to sue. But then she was like, she going to sue because she had a case. So she kind of went back and forth. I kind of lost track of, you know, what her final decision was. However, the thing of suing Gorilla Glue was on the table just because of this thing that she did. And, you know, just listening to that statement of, you know, you spraying glue in your head and thinking about suing the people that made the glue, that is the extreme definition of lack of accountability right there. But things like accountability, you really just have to suck it up and chalk it up to what it is, an L, and move on. Like, you want to go down with your faults, you know, with dignity. You don't want to just blame everybody else for, you know, the issues that you put on yourself, because at the end of the day, all that it does is take more work, because you got to come up with lies, and you got to believe the lie, then you got to trick yourself into believing that it's other people's fault and thinking that you did something right the whole entire time. When in actuality, your life will be a lot easier if you just suck it up and say, hey, my bad. It's just amazing to me how people can, you know, take themselves out of the cause and effect of something happening just so it can look like they were just an innocent bystander minding their business. Because at the end of the day, it's essentially you just lying to yourself to give yourself some type of comfort on your ego and how you feel about you. It's like over the summer when Azalea Banks was on Instagram or whatever, Facebook Live, she was on video talking about how she should expose the married dudes that she's been with because they weren't there for her when the media be getting on to her about the stupid stuff she did. And then she went on to say that she slept with Dave Chappelle, and yeah, because he didn't defend her. Like, you know how trifling you gotta be to bring in people from one part of your life into another part of your life they have no connection with at all, just for the sake of saying, hey, you know, I needed some support. That just sounds like being a terrible side chick to me, because, you know, allegedly it happened. We don't really know what happened, but, you know, for the sake of this, I'll just say allegedly. But, you know, you can't just be doing that because, you know, it's irresponsible. It's kind of like people that use their childhood for an excuse for what they are doing today. Like, if I was in an abusive relationship and my girl told me, look, I'm sorry I treat you like this, but, you know, back in the day, my dad wasn't there for me and my mom worked all the time, so I didn't have a stable childhood. And, you know, that's cool, and I can understand that, but that ain't got nothing to do with this knife that you put into my leg earlier today over steak. Like, come on now. I don't care about your childhood right now. Like, back in 9th grade, I wanted a pair of Air Jordan 11s. You don't see me poisoning old people for their life insurance policies today just to fill the void of a pair of $180 shoes from 2011. Like, that doesn't, no. Like, I really think the theme for this year should be accountability, because apparently there's been a lack thereof the last, like, 4 or 5 years because everybody just been wilding out. Sometimes you just gotta accept it's your fault, and, you know, it's okay. You're a trash person. We all trash. You know, it's okay. It's kind of like that song somebody used to know when Goat Gave was talking about how his girl left him and had her friends pick up her records and change her number like it was nothing. But on the other side of the song, you realize you were treating your girl like trash anyway, Goat Ye, so of course she left. Man, that was a good song. Y'all need to listen to that again, because I forgot how good it sounded. We gotta hold ourselves accountable and hold our friends accountable, because our friends be wild and we just be letting them wild and say, oh, that's just them, because, you know, they bring us food sometimes. It's like, just because we cool don't mean, you know, you can just do anything. Like, a lot of people don't want to do hood rat things with their friends, because at the end of the day, that could actually lead you to jail or, you know, being held accountable for 5 to 10. I've been watching a lot of crime movies lately, and as you can see, it's dark outside, so I'm really just talking. I don't even know what I've been saying the last 3 minutes. But anyway, moral of the story is, it's your fault.
I ain't really know, Uncle Phil. Hey, but if we want to be serious about this is all your fault.
Excuse me?
If you had let me go to the beach, then none of this would have never happened.